Okay, we're gonna talk about this movement first, and then we'll move on to the third. Does that sound good?
Yes.
All right, you guys are solid. Great job. How long have you guys played this piece?
Like a couple months, yeah.
Couple months. Nice job. Okay, this is a tricky movement, right? Yes, the phrasing. I like to share my thoughts, but before we do that, I want to hear y'all struggles as a group or individually about this movement. Any struggle?
It's really repetitive.
I know. I know.
I'm finding it hard to make it entertaining up until the end.
Actually, I felt that. I think you guys have to just find a sweet spot, because it's so repetitive. You want to just do it differently, and I love to, maybe help you guys how to do it differently. Claire?
I think similar comments, and then just, I guess, figuring out how one phrase sort of responds to another.
Yeah. Call and response. Right?
Well, I feel like my balance is just an issue in general.
Oh, yeah?
Um,
But I hear you just fine. Maybe this room, but you came out at the place where I needed to hear you. There are a couple of places where I needed to hear your low register sound
Yeah.
a little more. We're gonna hit this spot, but overall the balance is pretty good. Yeah? And also the fact that the piano lead is all the way down, maybe.
Yeah.
Where,
Thank you, Clara.
where do you guys perform?
We're gonna do it in a retirement home, and then we're gonna do it in the recital studio in a month.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So let's do the beginning first. Okay, good. All right. Well, how many measures? So that 8 measures, right? We're gonna try that. We're gonna try this one more time. But so violin clearly has a melody. What I hear is da ba ba dum ba dum ba dum ba da ba 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 da dee dee dum. Yeah, I'm not good at singing, but I was doing my best. Okay, I think it's just beautiful. It's really beautiful. But I think I know what you meant by it's hard to make it different. So that's clearly one phrase, right? I think you are being so musical that you tend to take a time on the downbeat too much. Yeah, and then that's make it difficult to have a long, and also what I wrote in my music was direction. Maybe it could be the tempo. I like this tempo to be a slightly faster, but it could be the structure of phrasing, So this time, let's try this again, but just be aware that you tend to stop at the downbeat, okay? So try to just move through it. Okay, all right, question. It's better. When you have ba 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 dum ba da ba da pom, you make it sound like that's the arrival.
Yeah.
Is that it? Is that an arrival? I think when you look at the piano part, that's where the slur finish. Ba-da-da-dum. You release there, right? Claire? Uh-huh. So if you make an accent there, da-da-da-da-da-da-da, that already kills the momentum that you have established in the first measure. So da da ba da 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 di da 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 di di da. Okay. Da da di da 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 di. How do you guys feel?
That was nice.
Yeah, that was great. Yes. Can I suggest one more thing? So second time, it's a sequence, but there's a slight difference in your in the harmony, right? When you get to, sorry, I don't have a measure number, but measure 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, where you have a D, E, that E natural is special. So what you just did, you kind of passed through that line. But I see the tenuto sign, and I wonder if you could expand those first beat a little more to make a color change. That's a one way to make it different. Okay? And also, when you guys do tari, the diminuendo, that's a group gesture. You guys have a diminuendo all together. So you are doing it for the sake of doing it. But I don't think you guys really tune to each other, okay? So we're gonna try one more time. Just two things. Your group diminuendo, and then the second time, you're gonna stretch maybe the first beat of that measure, okay? Let's try that one more time. Nice. Nice. No accents on that. So much interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, right? Okay, and then you guys are naturally a little bit faster.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think this really helped the flow. That was great. And then since there's a repeat, you guys can discuss how you guys start the second time. Maybe second time could be an echo of the first time, and then you can do a more stretchy, like a more expressive during the second phrase in the repeat. Okay, but since we have to move on, let's keep going. Maybe from the measure 9.
Is that the going into the next section?
Yes. No, sorry. That is not measure 9. Measure 11. That's a measure 11, right?
Pick up to 11.
Mm-hmm. Okay, good. Okay, good. So, I know this movement, most of the time the phrase starts with the pickup, right? So, if you set the ba, you know what I mean, right? It has to lead to the downbeat. And then also, we have a lot of syncopation, right? Da ba 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 da ya da di da di da da di da. I want this to be have a little more direction. So what we're gonna do? Let's try this. How about violin and piano left hands? Can we try that? Okay, sorry. I think I know the problem. You're making a slight accent on the first F. It's like purple. So it sounds like a downbeat already. Can it be da ba ba? Are you doing up bow? Okay. Sorry, was it down?
Down up.
Down up.
Yeah. I can try that.
Can it be up, up?
Oh.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not a string player. I don't want to mess up your area.
No.
But I think that makes more sense, right? Then it's easy to yeah. Let's try this. So violin and piano left hands. Nice. Good. Okay. So technically there is two small phrases, right? And the second time when you go all the way up to A, it has to feel like more. Yes. Okay, now what we're gonna do, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can we go from 11? Measure 11 to measure 15 one more time. But this is just the phrase 1, right? The small phrase 1. Same thing. Good. Okay, good. All right. I think I love your swell. I really like you guys swell. And then what I don't hear as much is release. You know, music is all about tension and release. And then if you only give attention and then there's not enough release, it's not as effective as it could be. And then I think that's what is happening here. You guys need to do a more diminuendo when there's a descending phrase, okay? So for example, violin, the measure 13, when you hit the G, da 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 dee, da da da. I would think of all of these as a one big diminuendo. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Let's now try with everybody. Yay! Thanks for waiting. Much better. Sorry.
I really like the double up. I might just put it everywhere.
Yeah. I love it too. I loved it
It's
too.
so much better.
Yes. Okay. Now, I have one thing to say for piano. When you get to measure 14, I love that your left hand is present. Your left hand's present there. I love to hear more of that, especially on your tenor line. I have a hard time hearing your tenor line.
My left hand top.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Can I just hear you left hand alone? Good. Okay. Can I move this real quick? Yes. Yeah. I'm sorry. I just need to.
Because that has the receivers on there, and I was trying to get them a little higher
Okay.
so that it doesn't cut off your voice. Here.
Thank you. Thanks. All right. Let's see. Oh, okay. I didn't play this piece, so I'll do my best. But I need to hear more of the shape, especially from your tenor line. You're doing great here. This is good. I need to hear that. this, okay? But you're so nice. You're so nice. You're maybe being too nice to that C sharp. That has to. I need to hear that. You know, I told Oliver that I need to hear that descending line as a one big diminuendo. You have the same thing, right? There, okay? Let's try that one more time. Okay, question. I know this is in 3/4, but you see that you have sort of emphasis on the second beat, but it doesn't sound like that. It sounds like pom pom. Can it be pom pom? Okay. One more time, and then we'll move on. Sorry, because I'm a pianist. I have to pick on something. Can we do the same thing, but without the pedal? Much better. Okay, so I would, because what you did with the pedal earlier, it's all sort of mush. So even though you emphasis on the second beat, you emphasis on the second beat, it just didn't come out because it was covered by your pedal, right? And then where's that measure 15? Yeah, measure 16. You still make it.
Because I'm thinking of phrasing it down, but you want me to do a slight emphasis. You want me to emphasize it more?
I agree with you, the coming down, but what's that harmony? I mean, you don't have to label it. Wait, this is not theory class, but when you hear this, I think it's just too tensive to ignore.
Okay.
Yeah? So, and then just think about more of the intervallic distance between each layer. Okay? All right, I'm done. Let's go from measure 11. Let's keep going. Good. Okay. Now, measure 27, 6. So 20. Second half. No. Where you guys have a group crescendo. Where are you guys heading toward?
Like, I don't think there's a peak before the repeat, but we are kind of just going towards the repeat.
Going towards the repeat. Well,
But the crescendo at 25,
yeah.
I feel like that's building up to when you have like the bum, 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 bum.
The thing in 27. The
Yeah.
G in 27.
Yes. But what I heard was it's a lot of da 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 da. No, sorry, da 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 da. There's no really peak point there. It was just, to me, the peak point was that B flat, but it's not, right?
Yeah.
It's just the highest note, but we're going to all the way.
Yeah.
Okay? Can we now do, actually, let's do violin, cello only from there.
From where the melody.
Yeah, maybe the second beat of measure 1, 2, 3, 4, 25. Or you guys want to go before? Oh yeah, let's go from that
Yeah.
pick up to the
Pick up the
theme.
21.
Bum, bum, bum.
Mm-hmm. Good, good. Okay. Can I hear your pitch is amazing. I love to hear more of you on that A flat, ta dum bum 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 bum, and then that next A, I would keep it quiet. Dum bum 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 pum. Yeah, because that E flat is in response to his G, right?
Yeah.
Yes. So that is pretty loud. Yeah. Yes. Can we do the same thing one more time?
Yeah.
Nice. Do, 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 dee. Do, dum, do, dum, bum, bum, dash. Do, dum, ba, dum, do, dum, bum, ba. Almost. Okay, great. Now, let's do everybody. By the way, how do you guys rehearse together?
We usually
Mhm.
like do a run through and then pick spots, or we talk about like what we want to work on before.
Yeah, that's good. Okay. When I was in the trio group, we work with mirror quartets, a lot of great UT faculties, and then they advise us how to rehearse together as a group effectively. And I was trying to show you guys how I would do it if I was in your group. Okay, so like what we just did, especially like piano. You might want to divide. You might need to split into each hands to really know what's going on. Like really break it into small so that you guys can actually hear and comprehensive all the textures. Okay. Yeah, and then one way to do it, another way to do it during the rehearsal is sing it together as a group. I know it's embarrassing. It might take a while to break the ice, but because the way you sing is a reflection of how you play, you cannot play differently from your singing. So if your group sing it all differently, then there's no unity as a group in your sound. So yeah, I know we have to move on, but I think you guys will be fine over there. Let's get into the trio real quick.
Right on it.
Yeah, right on it. Okay. It's good. There's a lot of potentials here. And then when it comes to balance, you guys are nailing it. I really appreciate cello coming through the textures. Okay, couple things. When you guys have this dotted quarter followed by eighth notes, and especially the next downbeat, it's with that da-da more, right? So, when piano was doing sorry, I'm not. You're being very how do I say it? Strict with the rhythm. I wonder if you were to sing this, da pa da 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 da. You wouldn't sing like that because it's just very. It just doesn't. It doesn't sound pretty, right? Ta da da dum, pa da da dum. The eighth notes wants to be closer to the next downbeat, da 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 dum, and then sort of flow into the beat. That way, you can have a bigger, longer phrase there. Do you want to try there? Okay, beautiful, beautiful. One small thing, you are doing sort of, you're connecting, almost, it sounded like connected. I wonder, so that it's clear that it starts on the third beat, because that's very special. Going back to the beginning of the movement, it always starts on the what? Third beat. Okay. Uh-huh. Yeah, okay. Something like that. Uh-huh. I think as a pianist, we tend to be too scared about having rest. It's not quite a rest, but sorry. It's hard to tell where the slur starts if you play like that. But that's, I'll leave that up to you. That's just my opinion there. Because as a composer, when you draw a slur, that's extra work. That's extra work. If she didn't want it, then she would have not put it right there. So, and now the strings. What are you guys doing there? You are doing something. You are doing something.
I feel like we're getting quieter when we reach the like pum pum pum. That's quieter.
Yeah. I think you guys are commenting.
Oh, okay.
Right? Your
Yes.
guys are commenting. But first time is right? And then the second. I think being a good opera singer make it a good chamber musician as well. Yeah. So I think the second time I need to hear that difference in the harmony, right? Let's try one more time. Oh, okay. I know I'm being picky. But when the strings release the B flat, how do you guys release there? Can I hear just y'all? I have a crazy idea. Oliver. Maybe not down bow?
Yeah.
Maybe the second time could be a down bow. I don't know. But the first time is definitely this.
Yeah.
Right? And then Claire, it's beautiful. Your swell is very clear. I wonder if you could think of this as a longer phrase. So pa da 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 dee. Imagine the crescendo go all the way to the C flat, then it will link the whole thing, okay? One last time, guys. Bravo. Okay. How do you guys like it?
I think it sounds a lot more interesting.
Yeah,
Like there's stuff happening.
yeah, I loved it. I loved it. Just one more comment and then we'll move on because I want to get to the third movement. I have one thing for cello. Right there, you have the melody now, right? You play it beautifully. I wonder the first note could be a little more expressivo, okay? Because this is tied to where? Tari. Yeah, tied to the first beat, and then it has to connect it to the B flat, right? I don't really hear. Maybe the energy is not enough to go all the way to the B flat. And then you can take a time a little bit. Piano has nothing. Violin has nothing there. It's all on you, okay? Question: how about a little faster vibrato on the C?
Yeah.
Yeah. Da-dee-da-da-dum. So ta-dum. I think there's definitely the energy going to that B flat, right? Ta-dee-da-da. A little more because that's the downbeat, right? Ti-da-da. And let's see. Something like that. So there, ti-da-da. I would delay the diminuendo a little more. No, I'll delay the diminuendo because right now ta-da-dum, ti-da-dum. Keep going because you have to get to the B flat, right? Ti-da-da-da-da-dum. That's where it resolves.
Right.
Okay.